not have any units. Does not look like he has any tier 2, tier 3 units out. Oh, except for a couple knights, and that's it. And a priest. So, yeah. If I would have noticed that, I would have kept... I don't know, if I would have noticed him doing that, I would have kept pushing up on his unit production buildings. I thought he was just keeping his tier 2 and tier 3 units at his expo or whatever to camp that. Alright, so I was going to go creep my natural expo because now's around the time for me to expand, because I know I have the map control at least. He pretty much ran away. I TP'd in. All I saw was on me. I figured that his tier 2 units and tier 3 units are still not enough to fight me, so right now is where I'm going to expand soon. If I'm not a dumbass. I played this game like yesterday. I should know this stuff, but yeah, alright. So now I'm going to be going up to the shop. No, I'm not. Okay, time to go creep more. Alright, because my panda's almost level 3. Definitely if your heroes are almost up. If your heroes are almost level 3, or close to any level at that matter, especially if it's going to help your AoE out in this situation, definitely want to be doing that. Like I said, this part I'm so dumb. I put my damn demon hunter right... why do I do that? Put my demon hunter right in... I don't know. So, alright. My demon hunter's up there again, taking some of the EXP, which is not good. I should be keeping him back. I start pumping out the fairy dragons right about now, too. Dryads, like... I know, I'm only gonna go a couple dryads, not that many dryads right now, at least, because I'm really scared of those mortars. Those mortars completely tear apart dryads. It's so hard to dance with dryads around. Even if you do have good micro, the damn mortars just own the dryads up anyways. You could dance them around all day, and you won't be able to dance them around all day because they'll be owned within like the first 2 seconds. So, grab the tinker. And I get Rocket Factory for him right away. It's a smaller map, so no need, or Rocket Clusters, it's a small map, so no need for Pocket Factory right now because most of the creep camps are already creeped out, so I can't really get them to a high level. And, I go check out his expansion. There he is, he crept out his, little creepy thing, little creep camp right by his expo. So now I'm just like, camping right by his stuff, waiting for a fight for him. My fairy dragons are coming. His knights, priests, and mortars. Right now, I should have brought some wisps too to dispel some of that inner fire, but whatever. So as you see, Rocket Factory, everything's in the yellow pretty much, and then I put a lightning shield on his AM. And he's like, right away, he just figures, yeah, I got a TP. And, yeah, that was delayed reaction. I TP'd, like, I thought I was gonna make it, which I would've, but then I was like, I don't want to lose my Demon Hunter, so I TP out. So that was a waste of my 350 gold, but I'm getting an expansion up now. I don't know, I still, in a sense, came out on top because he had to waste an extra 100 gold on the, healing salves. And he's just gonna be chilling by his expo more. He's not gonna bother looking for my expo yet. He does some pretty good stuff though for a human player. When he does find out I have an expo and how to kind of try to harass it without losing any units or losing too much, or sending his whole army down there. He sends a couple mortars down there later on in the game. Just a good idea, but I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not putting up with your shit. So, right there. Me telling him I'm copying Wheat Soju. I guess he's copying Insomnia. Good game. Alright, so, let's see here. Any heal scrolls yet? Yeah, I think right here I'm gonna, like, whore up some, of the healing scrolls. Always, it's more important to get your units out than the healing scrolls. Only when you have the, gold do you want the healing scrolls. Alright, so, right now there's really no other creep camps to creep. There's one on the top by his base, and that's about it. So right now, there's nothing else we can really creep. There's one at the mercenary camp. So we get into another battle right here. Always make sure you have mana on your heroes. I start getting the fairy fire going, or the mana flare. Look, all those priests just freaking go and just go die to mana flare basically from healing and casting inner fire and whatever. So all of his priests are gone from my fairy dragons, and yeah, he had to TP out again. Right now, I'm not going to go ahead and push on his expo. He has 4 towers. That's going to kill some units of mine. That's not going to be good. So I take that fairy dragon back. I start running back. I get a healing scroll. Yeah, there we go. Pop up that healing. No, I'm not going to pop it up. I hope I don't waste a healing scroll on this. I have rejuvenation, but anyways. He's doing a really good idea on using Staff of Sanctuary too on his units and healing them up. He's switching them in between heroes, which is a good idea. And at the same time, he's having the priests healing everything. Obviously, human have unlimited spells for casters because of that brilliance aura. All he's doing right now is running back down to his expo to make sure it's not going to be hit at any moment. And the bad thing, what's really messing him up on this part is just the map control that I have. I'm basically, now that I've dominated the whole map, he can't get to my expo. I've got an expo coming up. He can't get to the shop to buy healing scrolls, and right now we're just kind of posting at each other, you know, at his expo. He's posting inside of it, I'm just outside of it, waiting for him to come out. Eventually, I figured to myself right here, I'm like, alright, there's no way he can just win this by waiting it out, because he's built so many towers, so many unit production buildings, and you know, just so he could get all those units out that much faster. Yet I don't have any towers built at any of my bases or expos, and I don't have that many unit production buildings, especially for having an expansion up. So, you know, I'm just going to be using some of the gold eventually to get some upgrades once I get into the 80 food part, because I don't want to go above that, because then he'll be gaining the advantage of the gold income. So I just go ahead and just post around and just wait for him to come out. He does a pretty good counter on getting flying machines from my fairy dragons, so I'm going to get a couple hippogriffs to just kill those faster. And I see the mortars going after my tree right now, so I'm not going to run right into there, I'm going to run around there. I should. Yes, there we go. So I can at least kill one. I believe I only get one, but I should have killed more. I could have probably ran my dryad up there and slowed that one down too, but whatever, that's cool. One's fine with me. I didn't have to waste a TP. I wasted like a couple seconds repairing my tree, that's about it. So, you know, and I got some EXP. So yeah, I got all the healing scrolls. I think right here, yeah, he's gonna go up to the shop. He's gonna go check out for some healing scrolls. All he has right now is one healing scroll. It's not gonna do much, seeing how the panda has 270 mana. He has a mana potion on him, so he's gonna have it's 150 mana to cast a Drunken Haste and Breath of Fire. I have full mana because I staff preservation to him to the Moonwell, so it's that plus a 300 mana potion. That's gonna take a lot of healing scrolls to counter that. Also, Goblin Tinker with the Rocket Factory, that's even more AoE. Right here, so I attack move the bears. He pops the healing scroll a bit too early, I think. Did he pop the healing scroll? No, not off his Archmage. I could have sworn I saw some healing action going up. Alright, so he goes in there with my fairy dragons. I put mana flare on that, and just all that AoE is completely owning him. The flying machines got countered pretty much. The fairy dragons are doing their job against the casters. Just all that breath of fire is just really tearing up the knights. And he runs away. At first, it's 57 food versus a 72 food army. However, it's a good game. Seems I'm no insomnia. However, the 72 food probably consisted of a lot of peasants, actually. Some things could have done better. I I don't know much about human, but I think spell breakers would have been a better idea, maybe. Just I don't know, against that AoE, it's impossible to do any AoE to spell breakers, and they burn mana off when they're attacking stuff. So, if some of them are attacking my panda and whatever, my panda will run out of mana a lot faster. Another thing, too, is... sorry, I was spacing out. Another thing, too, is you definitely want to attack move your bears against the knights. In the last battle, I did not do a good job of that. When you attack move your bears, the whole purpose of it, and then, of course, you have your range focus fire, you put your fairy dragons, mana flare, whatever. The whole purpose of attack moving your bears and everything is so they won't be running around the whole time, and your damage output will be lowered if they are. So, you attack move the bears, you take 1 or 2 bears, or you take 2 or 3 bears, you have them focus one unit, just make sure that it's not going to be running around just to get to that unit. And you just do that while you don't have anything else to do during the battle. You highlight another 2 or 3 bears, you have them attack one thing. And you keep doing that, so it's just, I don't know. And then as far as to counter that, the other side takes whatever's being focused the most. Not necessarily, you don't want to wait for your unit to get to a very low health. Sorry, stumbling on my words. Anyways, you don't want to wait for your unit that's being focused to get into the low health. You want to move it back right when you notice it being focused. So you do that. Just that expansion he got, and with the human towering up like that, and just turtling inside of his expansion in his main base, really screwed him over because he wasn't able to get healing scrolls. And I don't know, map control on that map at least, especially when you're using that strategy, is very important. Another thing too, I think his timing was a little off. Maybe if he fast expanded, crept out of camp, maybe camped his expansion just for a little bit, and then ran down to my base, that'd be around the time I'd be setting up my lures, so he could cancel those, and that would slow down my tech, and his tech's already slowed because he's getting an expansion, so if he could have somehow delayed my tech any way possible, maybe kill some wood wisps and everything like that too, he would have came out on top, he would have had an expansion up, and we would have had the same tech, or around the same tech time, if he did a good job on that. So then it really would have been bad for me. But he didn't, so there's some things I could have done better too. However, it's a pretty good strategy overall. You guys should try it. Tell me what you think. So I'll be signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Later.